to put anaerobic metabolism. If the words have meaning, that gives them an equation. An equation is where things come from. Okay? So now here, we added ana. We added an. An is negative. Alright? So anytime you see a or in together, that is a negative prefix. Okay? So that means we're taking away now. So anytime you have an a or an together right in front of a word, whatever is supposed to be there is now being taken from. Okay? So never name your kids with the A, N. Okay? Like, what are some names? Andrew? Andrew? What are some A, N names? I'm trying to think of Annabelle. And just Anne. Anne's a name, right? Yeah, there's a few. There's not a lot. There's a few. Just Anne by itself, heard of that. All right, so now this is gonna be without. So see how easy this works. This is without, so negative, so no oxygen process. So something is still being made, right? So something is still being made because this word is here. This word means something is being created. So we're making something, but something has been taken away from that equation. That something is oxygen. Okay? So that's what this word means. So this word means this. The equation for this would be G plus, we're taking the oxygen away, equals, we still have ATP, but we have significantly less ATP. And we don't have really this as much. Okay? So you're taking away the O2 from the equation with anaerobic metabolism. So anaerobic metabolism is hypoperfusion. Because what does hypoperfusion mean again?
Slowing down.
Slowing down the delivery of oxygen, specifically. So slowing down blood, and what does blood carry? Oxygen, right? So because of that, now we go into anaerobic metabolism, because now the oxygen isn't getting there, but we're still having to do something. We're trying to do the best we can without the oxygen. Okay? And so if this continues, if these two continues, okay, if they continue, that is shock. That is this word. Shock, from now on, shock will no longer be a thing of telenovelas for you. It will no longer be a thing of dramas. No, shock from now on means death. It's death, okay? There's two different kinds of shock. There's a shock in multimedia, and there's a shock in medical. Our shock is death. And our shock means that the patient with hypoperfusion, that means the blood stopped going round and round. As a result, we stop delivering the oxygen because the blood stopped going round and round. And because of that, in the cells of the tissue, now we don't have this equation. Instead, we have this equation, which drops ATP production down. All right? Any questions? All right. So this is life. You guys know how life is made. You know how life works. You know how life continues, right? G plus O2 equals ATP, and that is life. Well, you just learned how life can end. So this is how life stops. This is how life continues. Okay? So you know how it works. Now you know how to undo it. And so the rest of this class is going to be how to fix it. Because we know how it's got to be. We know what the problem could be. So now we're gonna we're gonna get deeper into shock, and we're gonna find out different ways that shock can happen so we can stop the shock from happening. Because shock is death. The way it goes is hypoperfusion. Well, actually, hypoperfusion, right? Aerobic metabolism. These are kind of together. Anaerobic metabolism. And then from here we go into shock. And then pretty much shock continues as death. And I feel like I'm missing a part. Okay, I feel like I'm missing a section here. That's pretty much it. If you guys don't have any questions, I think I'll move on into the 4 different types of shock. Okay, so let me back up. So pretty much anytime that oxygen, I'm reiterating again, anytime the oxygen does not meet glucose in the mitochondria of the cell, that is shock.